It's too hard, right? A lot of people say that for things they want to do. For my channel, sometimes I feel it myself too. Like, I just can't do this move. It's way too flexible. My body just physically can't do it. Or sometimes it's a dance move that I'm just trying to learn and just too hard for me. And I think a lot of the places where people mess up isn't that what they're trying to learn is too hard, but they just don't have the right direction. Here's what I mean. They have these big goals, and if you just give them the path to follow, they could follow it step by step, and they just don't know what path it is. For example, when I was learning to try to do b-boy back in the day, I think a lot of the place where my challenge was, I just didn't know what moves to learn. There's so many different moves. How do I even start? How do I even start learning? I mean, it was easy enough for pen spinning because when I was learning pen spinning, first you have the fundamentals, and then you can start going to the medium tricks where they actually categorize a section called medium tricks. And then you can actually learn the advanced tricks. But for things like b-boy, sometimes you have to start learning about all the different styles. And I guess before you can get past that barrier, where you learn all the different intricacies and you know what path to follow, people just sort of really give up. So I think that for a lot of people, when they're really stuck in your place, you just really have to first figure out your path. And it's really hard to figure it out on your own. It's really hard. Like, you have to do a lot of research. Why do the work when someone else probably did it for you? So, what I suggest people doing if they're really stuck, really just ask basically everywhere you can on the internet. Ask anyone that you know in person for help. And just tell them, give me a direct path. Also, sometimes people worry like they need to find the exact training route. Um, a lot of the time this happens with weight loss. Sometimes people don't want to start a diet plan until they know the perfect diet plan. They want to figure out what perfect combination of foods, nutrients will fit with my schedule or will fit with, say, my body size, my body type, my goals. They do all this thinking and then they keep scrapping ideas which they think are too hard or maybe that are just not ideal. When in reality, the best advice is probably just to do it. So I think when people start to just try doing stuff, just move in some direction. It could be any direction, but you just have to stick with that path once you follow it. Let's say it's talking about weight loss. Say that you just find a diet which probably it's not the perfect one, right? You're not a trainer, but it's better than what it was before. So just do it. And then as you sort of move along the path, you also start to absorb general information about what you're trying to do to the point where you can actually do your goal a lot better. I have a friend who she's trying to become a K-pop star, which is really cool, really cool. And the thing is, personally, I actually do see her as achieving this thing. But I think one of the places where I see her struggling a lot is she just doesn't know exactly like what path to take. She knows that she needs to improve her singing. Like she's really good already, but she wants to make it better. So I guess the place that she's in right now is that she doesn't know how she improves it, if you know what I mean. Like there's so many different videos. Like you can improve intonation, you can improve tone, all those different things. But what do you improve first? What's the best technique? So that's where things like coaches go really well. For her, it was a singing coach. A singing coach would basically do what she wants to do. Tell her what she wants to do. They give her, I don't know, I guess like some exercises to do. And the thing about having a coach is that you listen to them because they're an authority. And even if you think that it might not be the best thing, whatever, you paid for them, you should basically do what exercise they're telling you. That's how it works pretty well with those people. So, I guess overall, if you really want to just learn how to do something, just go in some direction at first. Make sure you stick to it. And as you go along, information will just sort of absorb into you, I guess. And I don't know, it just seems to work. Could work on anything. Could work on weight loss. It could work in if you're trying to do better in school, if you're trying to learn a dance, improve your singing, anything. So that's just my thoughts on the idea.